We played really well for about 30 minutes. Maybe as well as we played for a while, so I was pleased with that. And unfortunately, we just gave a goal away just before half time, which was shot, and it was going wide and it hits Thomas, so changes the game a bit. But I have to say, Arsenal played well and made it difficult for us in the second half. So I'm disappointed that we didn't take 3 points, but I'm not disappointed that we're playing against Arsenal. We're giving them a good game and trying to make it as hard as we can for them and challenge them right to the end. A chance to see the players every day, Jack, and that's why, obviously, like all clubs will have weaknesses, and we have to try and make sure that we do everything to protect them. So, sometimes it will happen. I think we played against a good team today as well, who've been in good form. They beat Tottenham last week, and they're in the quarter-final of the Europa League and stuff like that. So I think Arsenal are finding a bit of decent form, and we didn't allow them to show it in the first half because we were all over them, really. Or for most of the first half, I should say, but certainly in the second half we struggled to hang in there, and then we had the moments to win the game, and we didn't quite take those chances. I agree. It was a tough day for the players to be. The officiating was tough for the players today. That's all. Because we're set in a situation where we were nearly going to have to just counter and look as if we were going to try and see the game out a little bit. So that big chance we got, and we didn't quite take it, so it was an important chance, and I've not had a chance to see it back yet, how easy or not so easy it was, but at the time it felt as if you thought it was nothing, but it was going to end up in the net. Well, we had lots of positives because of how well we had played. I thought we played really well for 30 minutes. We scored 3 goals against Arsenal, which is but the negatives we'll take away is that how we have to control the ball better and keep it. When we were 3-0 up, we gave the ball away. So I actually thought it was as much to do with us giving the ball away at that time as it was about Arsenal. We continually gave it away, which gave them chances to build attacks and build pressure. And there was just a few things. Make sure that we're keeping going. That's all we can do. I want to try and go as long as we possibly can. Try and keep the dream alive if we can challenge it. But let's be fair. We feel as if we've lost 2 points today, but again, we're coming a long way when we're disappointed when we're only drawn against Arsenal. So we've done a lot of good things. We have, Martin, and it is a concern for us because at the moment, a couple of times going to the Czech Republic's not been so good. They had problems the last time, or last 2 times, what I can remember. Poland as well, as you can see, is not in the best situation with it as well. But we've had reassurances from all the doctors from the nations that things will be correct and the bubbles will be made correct. And I think UEFA have a responsibility in this as well, that they make sure that all these things are carried out correctly and that there's no way that anything could be compromised. I wasn't happy because of the way it ended, but the most important thing is they weren't happy. They knew that we'd given up a really good chance. But I'm also very wary that we are playing against a good side. I think us getting 3-0 up, you think, well, that should be okay, but not against the quality of sides of some of the better Premier League sides. They can keep going and they keep playing. Arsenal never changed, and they've got some really top players, so they made it hard for us. But overall, the players are disappointed. No, we're disappointed that we didn't win the game. All to do with Arsenal's ability and qualities and standard of players they have. I think their attacking players were very good, and when we had a chance to sort of keep the ball and retain the ball better, we didn't do it as well as we should have done. And then on the counter-attack moments we had, maybe to make it 4-2, we didn't take them. So, it was a tough game. But I think the goal just before half-time actually changed it. I think maybe it would have maybe altered things slightly different in maybe the way we saw things. But it's a draw against Arsenal. It's not the best result, but and also it's not the worst result either.
Thank you, Shane. Tom Clark.
I think we're really disappointed, and I think there's a general feeling of disappointment with the officiating today. But I think the players are disappointed that they didn't do the job well enough. We didn't keep the ball, even though we went 3-0 up. We just gave Arsenal a foothold in the game because we stepped off the gas a little bit, stepped back, and we gave them an opportunity to sort of grow into the game a little bit, which we hadn't done really from the start of the game.